Okay, so this is going to be the exterior portion of the home inspection video. I'll be doing the crawl space report in the interior portion video. I have not crawled yet, so usually like to run the waters and everything for a while, and then I crawl. So we're gonna go around the whole entire roof and go around the outside of the house. So you obviously have a new roof. You have a 3-point gable vent system. You got a gable end vent there. You got roof vents, and then you also have the eave block vents. You can see this is original, most likely original siding, and because they ran the L flashing underneath. Usually when you do a new siding or a new roof, they would put the flashing on top, put a 1x4 against it, and then caulk the top. So it looks like to me that this is the original flashing. So they pop the nails up, slide the shingles underneath it, which they should do, and then replanted it with the nails right there. So obviously got some paint deterioration right there on the fascia boards. You got wood trim for your flashing here. So we got full wrapped around flashing around the chimney chase. Looks like it's it's just still sturdy. I would recommend. Problem is that it's brand new. It looks like probably no more than 3 or 5 years old, this roof, but this shit changed the gutters. All the time I see where they just tell me it's been an extra couple grand and actually just change out the gutters, especially with a roof like this, with all these hips and valleys and the gables, and then there's a lot of cuts that go on this kind of roof. So this probably was most likely a $20,000 roof job. So, anyways, under here you can see this is their valleys where they snap the line and run one underneath right here, and then go right over and they cut it. Usually I like the California weave more, or open valley, galvanized open valleys, but this is just fine. That's just more of a preference thing. So I tried to walk that patio cover a little bit, but then you can see there's a little bit of a ponding thing right there. So I'm kind of, usually on a flat roof, which is really interesting because it's not really a living area, you would see a scupper drain system where it opens up, and then you'd see towards the end you'll see a drain out. Which these gutters on the outside are mostly used to divert water away. So these gutters are actually for the house technically, not for the patio cover. So you might see some ponding here and there. Obviously you can see those 2 marks. This is something you probably will have to eventually just address when it comes to like resealing the seams and everything. But if it was a house and you're in a living area, I would recommend, honestly, a scupper drain system, but that's really up to you. I don't think it's a huge deal. Obviously, with these vents, obviously we gotta lubricate them, or, see, it's just, obviously, they haven't been, you wouldn't hear it when you're down below. But if you do hear that sound, it's obviously that. So let's keep going around this way. So this is a 1-take video, so if I miss anything, it's going to be on the report. So this happens a lot where you have the fascia member sitting directly on top of the asphalt shingles, and sometimes you just can't help it. But a lot of times what they would do is they would flash underneath, and then this is very standard of what happens. Is actually not too bad a shape technically. There's no real actual rot, just some sun damage. This happens a lot, especially on the sun side, and you can see they did try to countersink a nail from the back side in. Let me get the camera right. So you don't want to mess with that. Normally on newer ones, I would say get a clamp on there, and you can run a screw this way. If you do clamp that, it's gonna bust this off, so I would just leave it. Like I said, here's your gutters. Let's see if we can get a good shot. They're all rusting through. Don't know if they're leaking. I don't believe so. It looks like they did try to address some areas of leaks. They did try to repatch some of the connections or areas where they thought there was a leak. But it's something that you should definitely look into getting replaced in the next couple of years, is getting new gutters. Right. Keep going here. Yeah, this is definitely original siding here. I can just tell by the flashing and everything. And obviously you can tell by the age of the siding. So, all right. Go around here. I think we're gonna go down below. Overall, the most important thing is definitely have a new roof. You have a new roof, so gutters are secondary. Except if they're leaking, which I don't think these are. I think they're just starting to show rust from the inside. All right, I'm gonna go down below, and then we're gonna start working on the outside siding area. 1 second. Always hard to get down with the ladder. Okay, I want to show you where your water shutoff is. You have 2 shutoffs. Your main street shutoff is over here, so you actually don't even need a turnkey. You can do it by hand. Most of the time, you need a turnkey. So this is your shutoff over here. This is not your you have a shutoff on the house too, but that's where I actually turn the water on and off the street. Okay, let's start on the garage. Okay, so the garage door, it kind of slammed down at the very end, so I think you need to have your track readjusted. So I'll have my garage door guy on there as information. And then I did run the furnace AC, and there is a humming sound, which is actually a transformer issue. So I will recommend my HVAC guy, and he'll probably talk to you about wanting to possibly upgrade your unit. It's a very old unit. So I would say that's the one thing you'd want to look into. You'll be saving a lot on your energy bill once you have a newer unit. So I'll show you the garage. Let's see. Obviously, we have no actual. It's interesting. Usually, you'd see more cracks than this, because usually in the old slabs like this, they'll do no expansion joints down the centers, and because of that, you see a lot more cracks. So I'm kind of shocked it's in better shape than it is. So let's just watch this real quick. So it kind of slams down right there. I believe. So you actually, let me see. Is that a wood? Is there even a weather stripping on that thing? Let me check. Or what you call it, a sweep, I guess you can call it. No, there's not. So I'd recommend getting a sweep on that garage door. That's probably why it makes that slamming noise. And it looks like to me, like you can see up there, that there was areas where they did replace some truss tails, or they never painted that at all. I think that up in here, you can see it's hard to see from here. I'll have to get on the photos. So okay, okay. Obviously over here we got a hose bib. Let's get replaced. Put a cover on top of the electrical exposed wires here at the porch. All right. So basically, these Sylvania panel boxes they've actually been known to have, if there's corrosion on the bus bays, they've been known to catch on fire. But I honestly think this is a pretty good condition. But when you're upgrading to new units and everything, appliances, it's always good to upgrade your panel box. So we'll keep going around this way. This is your water entry, your service entry right here. Your main water shutoff is right here on the side. You can see it. There it is, right there. All right. So I believe when I ran the off the thermostat, it was running both the AC and the heat off the thermostat that was in the garage. So I'm gonna try to find the thermostat for this to run this unit. I still believe no matter what, you should probably have my HVAC guy check this stuff out, especially as a transformer is an issue. Gonna keep going this way. because it is definitely a transform issue on the furnace unit in the garage. All right, so there's nothing more to explain here. Obviously, there's no need for a railing right here because honestly, this is actually no point of access up here, and it is less than 30 inches. So building code would say is actually would say this is all okay, even in today's standards. So, what is interesting is, yeah, I just why put gutters on a flat roof? There should be it should be a scupper drain system. Actually, I'm looking at it, but like I said before, when I was on top, that this is not a living area of the house, so it's not a dire need. It looks like to me that they did corrugated paneling, and it looks like to me that the water goes, so it's a corrugated panel top and it has another membrane on top of that. So it's just something that you don't really see very often. Okay, I believe that is it on the home inspection video portion for the exterior, and looks like there's 2 actual accesses actually underneath the house, which is nice. 2 points of access. All right, so I'm gonna start working on the inside now.